Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a really fun tutorial for you on how to draw a sunflower. This is one of my favorite flowers to draw and they're super easy and they always turn out so adorable, so I'm excited to show you how to do it. Before we get started, I am going to go over the supplies that we need. Also, don't forget to like this video, comment what I should do a tutorial on next, and subscribe. The first thing that you'll need is a thick piece of paper. I recommend watercolor paper or a mixed media paper. As long as your paint doesn't bleed through the paper and your pen doesn't tear through the paper, you will be good to go. You will also need a set of watercolor paints. These are ones that I recommend from Michaels. It costs about $5, but any old watercolor set is gonna do just fine, so use whatever you have. You'll also need a jar for water and a paper towel to dry off your paint with. Lastly, this is not required but highly recommended, a glass dip pen kit. This is the pen that I'll be using for the tutorial. It's a glass dip pen. I do sell them in my store, so I'll link it in the description below if you are interested in purchasing one. I also have a lot of tutorials on how to use them. They're way more fun than drawing with regular pens, trust me. But if you don't have one, that's totally fine. You can use a Sharpie, a marker, or any other pen. You're just gonna wanna make sure that your paint is completely dry before you go and add that other ink. All right, get all your supplies ready and then we'll get started with the tutorial. First, we are going to take our yellow paint and make a rough ring shape on the paper. You can think of this as the petals of the sunflower. Next, we're gonna take a darker yellow or an orange and go in and add a little bit of dimension to those leaves, to those petals. Next, we're gonna take a darker orange or a red or a darker yellow and go in and add some dimension to those petals. And then also we're going to be making the center of the sunflower. You can use whatever color you like for this, whatever works, you're just gonna fill in that center. Last, we're gonna add the stem with our green here, a little leaf, and then some blades of grass at the bottom for the field that this sunflower is going to be sitting in. Once you're done, you can go ahead and take a paper towel and dry off the sunflower if you'd like. Otherwise, you can wait for the paint to dry before moving on to the next step. Once you're ready to move on to the next step, we're going to take our glass dip pen and draw the center of the sunflower just like this. And then we're going to go in and start drawing the petals. They're going to be in a almond shape from the base of the flower out into a point and then back to the base of the flower. Continue to do this until you have filled up the entire first ring around the circle. Once you have finished drawing all of the petals in around the circle, we're going to go in and add a second layer of petals behind the first layer of petals. And then once you're done with that second layer of petals, we're going to go in and add a third layer of petals behind that second layer of petals to really make this flower feel full. Next thing we're going to do is fill in that center of the sunflower. I like to just go ahead and scribble until the center is full. You could also do a cross-hatching pattern, some polka dots, or whatever you want to fill in the center. A smiley face would also be cute here if you're looking to animate the flower. There's a lot of options, so be creative with it and do whatever you want. Once you're done filling in the center of your sunflower, we're going to go in and add some depth to the petals, coming out from the base of the sunflower, drawing a couple little lines just pulling out from that base to give some dimension to the petals. Next, we're going to work on the stem of the sunflower. Start by drawing two straight lines to be the stem and then a little leaf attached to the side here. And lastly, a couple blades of grass at the base for where the sunflower is sitting in our field. Now it's time to add some dots and some squiggles or whatever character you want to add to your flower. You can add a smiley face now maybe to it if you haven't already, but just go ahead and detail that sunflower, make it nice and pretty and unique and fun. And there you have it. That's how you draw a sunflower. Don't forget to sign it because you just made a beautiful piece of artwork. Thank you so much for following along with the tutorial. I'm super excited to see everything that you came up with. If you share it, please tag me on Instagram at designedbyhannah or on TikTok at hannahstelter2. I would love to see what you came up with. Also, don't forget to like this video, comment what I should do a tutorial on next, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a beautiful day.